We have with us Amina Khan, expert on Afghan issue. Thank you for your time. Ms. Amina, with the situation at Kabul airport getting more chaotic by the day, do you believe the evacuation operation will be completed by the deadline?
Certainly from comments coming from both parties, that is the Taliban and the Americans, where the Taliban have said that they will not entertain an extension beyond August 31st. And similarly, I think there is pressure on the Biden administration to pull out by 31st, and they have said that they will do so because obviously the Taliban have said there will be consequences. So I think efforts are, underway 24/7 to get the remaining individuals out. So, one will have to wait and see, because the situation is not only, extremely complex, but it's very fluid at the same time. So one has to really wait and see how things pan out.
Right. Ms. Amina, the Taliban are saying that they have not harassed or persecuted anyone, but people are using this as an opportunity to settle abroad for better opportunities. How plausible is that?
No, certainly. I mean, we've been hearing news from, Kabul that there have been announcements made that, free visas are being given and citizenship is being given and rush to the airport. And I think also, to be fair, I think there is this sense of concern amongst, the common Afghans, unfortunately, because of the way the Taliban ruled in the past. So there is that sense of fear. But I think as the Taliban, keep on assuring the masses that so far we have seen that, the transition of power, if you want to call it, has been relatively peaceful. So they are asking the masses to be, cautious, but there are a number of spoilers involved in this. And this, I think, exaggerated sense of panic is, being created by these certain spoilers to create chaos. And we've seen that, I think, at the Kabul airport. But I think the sooner this is done, we will be able to see in Afghanistan this push towards this inclusive transition setup, or this inclusive government that we keep on hearing about. And the Taliban have said they will only do this once all American forces withdraw. So I think it's difficult for the masses, but patience has to be exercised at this particular point. And again, these people that have been flown out, a lot of them are confined to hangars in different countries. We've seen videos coming out from Qatar as well. So I think the grass always looks greener on the other side, but I think it's just unfortunate. What can I say? The desperation, the level.
Ms. Amina, Putin warned of possible terrorist and extremist elements among the refugees. Is that a xenophobic statement or a real concern?
No, I think it's a major concern, and I think it's something that resonates with Pakistan as well, because remember, we've hosted, a number of refugees, and currently we have about 3 million, and you cannot distinguish or differentiate between who comes and who doesn't go. So certainly, spoilers and undesirable elements will, of course, use that vacuum to create, havoc, and I think this is a serious concern. It might sound exaggerated to the international community, but honestly, I think the fact that the Taliban so far have been committed to not pushing towards the violent side. And if one attack does take place, it's going to affect the Taliban more than I think anybody else, because they're looking for that legitimacy and support they need. And one wrong move and, it will just come tumbling, down, particularly for the Taliban.
Right. Amina Khan, thank you for speaking to Indus News.